Oh, we back, and then we're not smacking anything this time because that was kind of messed up.
Smacking bitches up.
Oh yeah, that.
Hold on. Unbelievable.
Wait. Hoes are different than bitches.
What? You know, no comment. Newgamingorder, we're back with our second to last installment for our weekly podcast for October 1st. Now, this topic is we're talking about the Zangief reveal for Street Fighter V. Now, Shinwar and I were talking about this at length. You notice there's a lot of redesigns to some of the characters, a lot of touch-ups. Like Karin looks a little more modern. Looks like she's in college or something, or probably graduated or whatever. Ken took a really drastic, change. But Zangief came back virtually unchanged. If not, he looks more brawlic, stronger. And it could at least given him streaks of gray in his beard or something, But I wanted to open the floor with Shinwar and his thoughts on the trailer, anything that stood out, some mechanics, and then we'll just go from there.
Well, first of all, I didn't even know that Capcom was doing an event from Russia today. I didn't even know until it hit the web. So it just
the World
looks like,
Warriors.
Yeah, they're releasing character trailers, in their respective countries and everything, which is kind of cool. They haven't done that before. In regards to Zangief, the trailer, I did like it. You saw a lot of stuff from Omega Mode with his iron body, which is cool. But one thing, I didn't see him do the green hand. He didn't do the green hand in the trailer, so it's like, does he have that move anymore? So nobody knows. But he's untouched, like no change. I'm looking forward to seeing what his alternate costume would be. But yeah, he has some interesting moves. So it looks like that leak list is pretty much accurate to the T, and so I'm cool with it. We got a grappler, a full grappler, because Birdie's a brawler with grappler moves. Armika, same thing, a brawler with grappler moves, but Geef is like the original grappler.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. So, Demizzle, what are your thoughts on Zangief returning for Street Fighter V?
I was unimpressed.
Okay.
Like he and Ryu, like everybody that they've shown has undergone some fundamental change.
But Ryu is changing, like his story mode, where
his
you see him with
the
that's there's a reason why they did Ryu like that. It's supposed to be a progression of time where he turns into the beard, shirtless thing that all the females are going crazy over, the female gamers and stuff.
But I mean,
but you know what? That should have been his default in the game.
Yeah, that should be the default outfit. Like when they first revealed Street Fighter V, it was just Ryu and Chun-Li, and even Chun-Li changed a little bit. Ryu, like,
yeah, Chun-Li is still the same.
No, like
I would know,
like from playstyle, and her look have changed. Like her look has changed slightly, and her playstyle has changed a lot.
Oh, a whole lot.
But like Ryu, he's essentially the same. He's essentially the same Ryu you've grown to love or hate since like Street Fighter 3. Okay. There's no change in Ryu at all. Yeah, that was my phone powering up. And the same holds for Zangief's look. Yeah, he has some new moves like the horizontal lariat thing that they did, where it doesn't look like his head moves at all.
Oh yeah, they were discussing that offline.
I'm not a fan of the armor, because I've never been a fan of armor in
He's
fighting.
become like Hugo in the sense.
Yeah, like Hugo.
It's the vodka.
I've never been a fan of like armor in fighting games, and I understand that's gonna be his way to get in, to soak up hits so he can grab you. But I would rather him have the green hand and just like a different look rather than that armor, because I can see that armor getting real cheap real fast.
Okay. Khalif, what are your thoughts on the trailer for Zangief's reveal?
Well, I mean,
I can't help but to say, that I kind of agree with the last thing that was said. Pretty much that it was kind of underwhelming. I'm not a Street Fighter enthusiast like you guys are, but the pattern was a little bit off. Like even with Ryu, I feel like that he looked a little bit older. He looked a little bit different, at least from Street Fighter 4.
Yeah.
Chun-Li looks older. Everybody looks. Ken has a drastic change.
Yeah.
So I feel like everybody kind of looks a little bit different, and everybody feels like their own distinct change.
Yeah.
But Zangief looks like he came straight back from.
Like he didn't age. He's like, I'm here. I'm here.
He don't get tired. So
you don't get tired.
So I don't understand. So, but I mean, the gameplay, just like it say, just not being an enthusiast of the fighting games and Street Fighter, it looks, it's pretty cool. You'll see pretty much a walking tank. It's gonna be interesting to see him fighting like a Vega or fighting Chun-Li and stuff like that, and to see how those matchups play out. So I mean, gameplay wise, it looked okay to me, but like I say, man, I do feel a little underwhelmed that they could have did something. They could have did something like you said, a little gray in the beard, maybe make his beard a little bit longer, or give him change him up.
He's like, I don't get old.
He don't get old, he don't get tired, he just don't change. So I mean, but on the flip side of that, I kind of feel like they wanted to, with the exception of Ken, they kind of wanted to stay true to the Street Fighter, kind of.
There's some
look.
people that have an iconic look that
that you just don't change.
Yeah.
The Ryu look is not going anywhere. And I think that's why they made Ken so different is for that fact that Ryu's look is Ryu's look, and Ken was kind of like
the clone.
The clone, well, right.
Ken has changed throughout the series,
but the look, like
always,
the ponytail, they tried to make a distinction with them, but it was always
Ryu. Ken was basically Ryu with a blonde Ryu. That's always how I looked at it. And like I said, I'm not too deep into the series to know how the moves and all that shit go. But when it comes to the cosmetics, strictly cosmetics, what I'm talking about right now. When I look at Ryu and Ken, I always thought they were just the same, but just different guys. But they were the same guy. The same outfits and shit. But with Zangief, I just feel like they should have did a little bit more with it.
Okay. Now I know. What is it? Takuma, what are your thoughts? Because I don't expect everybody to have an opinion on the Zangief thing. This is more like, for Fighters Generation, I wanted to give them a shout out. I'm an admin there, and I wanted to have this segment for them. So make sure you check those guys out on Facebook. I have a link to their website below. But Takuma, your thoughts on Zangief?
I wasn't impressed. I knew he was coming. His moves they look pretty good. I'm not sure about his I guess his super move, we're gonna call it, or something like that.
The German suplex into
I hope they improve it or something like that. I like to see something different.
Yeah, it does seem boring, yo.
Yeah, it's like everything is scaled down for Street Fighter 5, and a lot of things that were ultras are now some sort of EX moves.
Yeah, and that's pretty cool. I hope they do something different. It's like he don't have to slam you twice, toss you up in the air, do something different with that one particular backbreaker or something like that. But I mean, I really wasn't. We all knew Zangief was coming because he's iconic to Street Fighter. So wasn't nothing.
But they could have gone with Hugo. Who knows? I mean, because it was kind of almost a telling of the story where you see a Russian stage, a wrestling ring with chains, and it's like a mix of a wrestling ring and his Alpha 3 stage.
Now here's where a lot of people are gonna disagree with me or probably get mad. I believe now Ryu, he should have been some type of grandmaster training other disciples.
Everybody was saying that. A lot of people were saying that.
He should have been somewhat of a downloadable character, or
like a boss kind of.
Yeah, I'm like it's really time to put Ryu down. I know he iconic to Street Fighter, everybody loves him.
It's like putting Mario down. You know what I mean? Like it's just.
You can't do it. You can't do it. Not Ryu, man.
But you know what? I'm glad you guys said that.
But he got that beard like he was like Sylvester Stallone back in First Blood or something like that.
Yeah, he did. He did. But you see, that actually would
First
lead us into the final topic about like leading characters and such, and you know, when do you kill them off, so to speak. But I know not everybody is gonna have an opinion on Zangief, so I don't know if
That's
Chris.
all I got.
Yeah, Chris, Noop, do you have anything for Zangief?
No, but I'm going to make a comment.
Mm-hmm.
That the fully unlocked super moves will be payable DLC, dislike content. That's all I have to say.
Alrighty, so we're gonna round this off. Any alibis before we get ready for the
Was that
final
Noob?
topic?
Yo, you just skipped over Noob, yo.
But
I understand he ain't been here so long, you done forgot about him.
There you go. His desk was empty, yo. All right, go ahead, Noob.
I looked at the trailer a few times.
Why your volume so low?
Huh?
Why your volume? It's like he talking all soft, like sweetness.
You can't
Like
hear me?
he's like,
He's sneaking around.
Wee!
He's
that
sneaking
beer.
around to do this podcast, yo. He's got to keep it on the low.
Anyway, I think to me, I looked at the trailer a few times. He looks a slightly aged, but not the age that I would think.
I think he on roids and make him look younger.
His ultra was whack. I watched it like 4 times. I'm like, maybe I missed something. I was like, is it supposed to be all about this little catchphrase he says? It was whack.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you, yo. If Sagat's not in the game, I'm probably not gonna get it, yo. Cause it's like, what I don't like.
You gotta get a PS4 first, brother.
I'm gonna
Well,
get
you got
one,
the
but
PC.
This is what I don't like.
Shut up.
Don't make a game like Street Fighter 4 where you put all these characters in. You get tournament players who play with some of these characters, make them top tier, ultra popular. Then you release the next game and leave those characters out.
I
Like,
agree.
it's like-
Ultra Street Fighter 4 is a hard roster to top, man.
And this is why I'm not mad at Capcom for waiting so long to drop games, because you got to think it well out. It's not like King of Fighters would never get the kind of scrutiny we're giving it right now, because King of Fighters, 9 times out of 10, your character is going to be in the game.
Yeah.
Along with about 10 other new characters, whether you care about them or not. But the core characters, except for Andy Bogard, they be leaving them out sometimes. But your core characters are almost always there, so you knew when another King of Fighters was coming out, you weren't worried like, oh god, is Terry Bogard gonna be there? Is Joe Higashi gonna
Yeah.
You never had that worry. That's the one thing I don't like about Street Fighter, because this happened with Street Fighter 3. I couldn't stand it. It was too much change for me. And my characters weren't there, so I'm always stuck with Ryu. Always.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. If anything, you know he'll be in it.
Yeah, a lot
he's
of people
gonna be
don't
in it, so-
remember.
I mean, when I get my PS4, it's gonna be a must-have title, but I don't know if I'm gonna play it as much as I play Street Fighter 4, because my favorite character is not in the game. And I would be interested to see how, his training with Dawson went, his relationship with Ryu, his mentality. Like, there's a lot behind Sagat, and you can do a lot with that. And then I feel like he would fit into this game, because he is a toned down character, which is why I think he's never made it into any of the Versus game except for SNK. So I'm like, you need to bring this guy back, yo. Like, how you gonna take out the Tiger, yo?
That's that guy. Yeah,
Tiger
God has
Show.
always been my favorite.
Yeah,
Tiger
he
Show.
was the first boss of Street Fighter, you know what I mean? Or Fighting Street, so, we'll
They
see.
got him.
Remains to be seen. Okay, new
No
game.
Balrog either? Come on.
Hopefully be a
I'm telling you,
DLC.
DLC. That's why you got DLC.
Yeah, so we'll see how that works out. But
Someone
That new
paid him
business
his
model.
someone paid him his fight money to go away.
Dang, and he
yo,
took it too. And he took it.
he's like, okay. All right, so New Gaming Order, we're gonna bring that topic to an end. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Check us out on newgamingorder.com. Shout out to our partner, Full Screen, and a plug to a good buddy of mine, Sergeant Palmer.
Huh?
Check out Golden Child Images. I will send you a link below. Very excellent photographer. You might want to check him out and give him your business if you're in the Fort Bragg, North Carolina area. All right. So with that, we'll see you on the next. What the?
Tell him to check out Rambo.
All right. We'll see you on the final segment. Join us for that. Peace.
Yo.